Hello everyone, welcome to Topic of the Day. In today's video, we are going to discuss about the Panch Pran of Amrit Kaal. So recently in his Independence Day speech, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi asked Indians to embrace the Panch Pran or 5 vows by 2047, and that is on the 100 years of independence, which is to realize the dream of Vishwaguru India. And these resolves include the first one as goal of a developed India by 2047. Secondly, removing any trace of a colonial mindset, taking pride in our roots, and next, unity amongst workers, especially women. And lastly, the duties and responsibilities of citizens, including the Prime Minister and the Chief Ministers. So, what is a developed country? Well, to categorize countries by economic conditions, the United Nations uses the World Bank's categorization. The classifications are updated each year on the 1st of July and are based on gross national income per capita of the previous year. The World Bank assigns the world's economies to 4 income groups for current 2023 fiscal year. The first one is the low income economies, wherein the gross national income per capita of $1,085 or less in 2021. Then we have the lower middle income economies with the gross national income per capita between $4,256 and $13,205. And lastly, we have the high income economies, wherein the gross national income per capita is of $13,205 or more. If we talk about the present status of India, it is no more a third world country. India was classified as a third world country at the time of independence in 1947. But over the past 7 decades, its GDP has grown from just rupees 2.7 lakh crore to rupees 150 lakh crore. If we talk about the comparison, now on a metric of absolute level of GDP, India is one of the biggest economies of the world, even though it is far behind both the developed countries such as USA as well as some developing countries such as China. Now let us talk about the Human Development Index. The HDI is a composite index where the final value is reached by looking at 3 factors. The first one is health and longevity of citizens. Second, the quality of education they receive. And third, their standard of life. Although India is still ranked 131 out of 188 countries in the world, in the Human Development Index 2022, India has made a secular improvement on various HDI metrics. For instance, the life expectancy at birth in India has gone from around 40 years in 1947 to around 70 years now. Moreover, India has also taken giant strides in education enrollment at all the 3 levels, that is primary, secondary and tertiary. Now, if we talk about the challenges, when compared to other countries, India still has a fair distance to cover. Also, according to a 2018 diagnostic report on India by the World Bank, even though it is the world's 3rd largest economy in purchasing power parity, that is PPP terms, most Indians are still poor compared to people in other middle income or rich countries. According to the World Inequality Report 2022, India is now amongst the most unequal countries in the world. For illiteracy, India is also home to the largest number of illiterate people in the world, with over 25% of the population still uneducated. If we talk about situation of women in India, one of the bleakest spot is the female labor force participation ratio. It has dropped sharply and steadily in the last decade. Now let us talk about how much can India achieve by 2047. The World Bank's 2018 report had made a mention of what India could achieve by 2047. So by 2047, at least half its citizens could join the ranks of the global middle class. This will mean that households have access to better education and healthcare, clean water, reliable electricity and affordable housing. But as we know, fulfilling these aspirations require income well above the extreme poverty line, as well as a vastly improved public service delivery. Now let us take up one practice question on this topic. Which of the following is not a resolution under the Panch Pran of Amrit Kaal, that is India's vision of 2047, announced recently by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Independence Day speech? A. Goal of a developed India by 2047. B. Removing any trace of a colonial mindset. C. Taking pride in our roots. And D. Net zero carbon by 2047. You can take a moment and write your answers in the comment section below. So as we know, the correct answer is D. That is, he did not spoke about net zero carbon by 2047. Therefore, the correct answer is option D only. With this, we call it a wrap of today's edition of Topic of the Day. I hope you liked the video. I will see you with some other topic tomorrow. Till then, take care and do stay tuned.